Okay, one of the first things that we have to start working on during the school year is printers. So this year I decided that what I should do is to kind of give an overview of the printers as one of our flip videos so that everybody has a little better understanding of what kind of printers we have. Really, our main laser printers are HP laser printers, and there's only two models. Or two main models, I should say. First one is the larger HP 8000 and series. Now, to know which one you're looking at, you just want to look at the label right there. There's really two different kinds of these big ones. The ones like this one, they're numbered 8100 and above, and the ones that are labeled below 8100. The toner for the 8100 and the 8150 are exactly the same, no matter which one you get. And the ones for the 8050s and below are all the same. So this is what the toner is. If you have to go out and replace the toner, now I'm doing it with one hand, but you really want to do it with two. There's handles on the top there that you can see. You want to grab it with both hands to pull it out straight out. And sometimes you want to shake that toner back and forth. If you go to replace the toner or go to clean it, this is the area that's the most important to get vacuumed out in here. You get a lot of paper dust down in here, toner debris down in there. You either see a lot of white or a lot of black because those are the two colors of the dust that come in here. You're going to use the vacuum cleaner with the bristle brush. You want to not touch those rollers in there at all. The oils from your hand can really hurt them. And you want to get that vacuumed out really well. Once you get it all cleaned out, you're going to put the toner back in and close the doors. There's also two right doors that we're looking at. You can vacuum out any dirt that's in there. And after you're done, make sure you clean that up real good. And then there's a left door that I'm going to show you on a different printer. But all these things on these large HP printers are all exactly the same no matter which model you get. The only difference is whether the toner and the fuser is the same. Again, here's another 8100. This is the one in the high school office. Again, the 8100 and the 8150 use one kind of toner, and the 8050, 8000s, and the 5SIs use a different kind. Now, I've got the paper tray opened here to show you one other thing that we do. Besides vacuum out and changing the toner, we also change the pickup rollers. The rollers that you see with the blue on them right now, which I'm going to get my hand in the way, I'm going to try to put my hand a different way to show you. The ones with the blue are called pickup rollers, and those should be rough. If you're ever working on a printer, we like to pull the drawers out and take these rollers out. You just squeeze the little edge right there, and it slides right off the thing. And when you look at that, although it's a little out of focus here, it should be rough. If you ever go one that's really smooth, it needs to be replaced. And again, you just push it right back on there and it snaps right on. The one with the gray to the left of those is another pickup roller, but those don't go bad very often. Usually it's those one with the blue rollers that pull up every single paper. Now I'm pulling out the bottom drawer so you can get a look here. There's a set for the bottom drawer and there's a set for the top drawer. Check both sets to make sure those rollers are good. And when you put it back on, make sure you close it up real good. Now this is an 8000, this is a LaserJet 5SI, which uses the same toner and the same fuser as the 8000 and the 8050, but it's a different one. Now, the first thing you see here to get in the left side door is the duplexer. The duplexer is the thing on the bottom that you have to push down this little green tab and it slides right out. That's what lets a printer print two-sided. And we take that out and vacuum it too. Now I can't get this this fuser out because I actually don't have the toner out. And you have to have the toner out from the other side to get it out. But to take that fuser out, you just take the blue tabs that are on both sides and pop them down like that, and then the fuser would lift up and come out. Now it's not going to lift up and come out for me because I don't have the toner out. You can't get the fuser out unless the toner's out. If you replace the fuser, when you put it back in there, you need to make sure that it's seated down in that lip. There's a little lip there, and then, sorry about that, and then move those tabs back up and put the duplexer back in and close it up real good. And that's one of the sides that we vacuum out real good as well. Again, they all really look the same, just the numbers that are different. The network card on the 5SI, which I was just showing you, looks a lot different. Here's another 8100. actually the one in Mrs. Cobb's closet. Again, they all look very similar, and you really are going to do similar things to all of them. Here's a 8000. This one uses a different toner and a different fuser than the 8100 and 8150, but you can see it looks exactly the same. So you need to make sure that when you go and get the right toner for the right printer. Okay, so toner, big thing. Make sure you look at the number of the printer first. We get them in the closet from behind the high school librarian's desk. It's also the main server closet, the head-end room. Make sure you know the kind of printer first. You have to look at that number, and then in the closet right behind the door, there's a chart there that says for an 8100, you need this one. But there's only two big shelves full of toner. The top shelf is for the 8100 and the 8150. The one right below it is for the 5SI, the 8000, and the 8050. Those are the two different kind of main different printers we have, although it sounds like we have more. Actually, there's 5 different versions. Really, there's only 2. The 5SI, 8000, 8050 are one kind. The 8100 and the 8150 are another kind of the big printers that we have. Okay, we do have one other kind of printer though. Besides the really large ones that we have that do duplexing 2 sides, hold a ream of paper a piece, they're made for really, really large production. We also have some other HP laser jets that are 4000 series that are in some of the office areas. These, again, you want to look at the front and see what exact version you're working with, and make sure you take the toner that's right for that printer. The door on these just opens up, and the toner, again, should use 2 hands, but just comes right out. Again, once you're in there, use the vacuum cleaner, get all the white dust out of there, all the black toner out of there, get it nice and clean. Do not use your fingers. Make sure that you don't touch anything. Just use the bristle brush in there, and then close it up. These, although they're different versions, that one had 2 drawers, this one has 1, that one was a TN, this is a 4050N. They look basically the same, and they take the same toner, the same fuser. There's some 4150s that use a different toner, but most of the ones I left out there right now are all the 4000s and the 4050s, and they use one kind of toner and one kind of toner only. Make sure you get the right one before you go down there, and it's almost always written on the box. So make sure you know what kind of printer you're going to, and then go get the toner. Again, a different version. Now I'm going to show you on this one, besides, I've already showed you where the toner goes and how to clean it up. What I haven't shown you is where the pickup roller is on this one. The roller is actually on the drawer, and it's completely different than the other ones, but it's really easy to replace if you have to do those. The rollers are really, really important, and the reason rollers are so important, the pickup rollers both for the larger and the smaller printers, is when those lose their roughness and they get real smooth, the paper slips, and when the paper slips, it doesn't get it pushed far enough through, and then it jams. And that's why we have to keep these clean, and we have to replace the rollers to make sure that they don't jam all the time on us. And that's your introduction to laser printers here at National Trail.